Welcome to my English class, blended by the teacher NguyĩnThanhThuỷ on BNN channel. Please like, share, and subscribe for the next lesson. Are you ready? English 12, Unit 4, School Education System. Language Focus. Pronunciation. Pronunciation stress in 3-syllable words. Listen and repeat, then practice reading these sentences. Now listen and repeat. Listen and repeat twice.
Algebra, algebra. Chemistry, chemistry. Computing, computing. Carefully, carefully. Academic, academic. Cinema, cinema. Politics, politics. Primary, primary. Compulsory, compulsory. Physical, physical. Statistics, statistics. September, September.
Now note, cũng giống như từ có 2 âm tiết, thì đối với từ có 3 âm tiết, trọng âm cũng thường rơi vào âm tiết có nguyên âm dài và nguyên âm đôi. Nếu cả 3 âm tiết là nguyên âm đơn sẽ rơi vào âm mạnh. Âm thường thì âm âu và âm ơ và âu thì được coi là nguyên âm yếu. Đây là những cái kiến thức chung chung giúp cho các bạn đoán khi các bạn đoán cái trọng âm của từ khi các bạn làm bài tập. Còn nếu các bạn muốn học chi tiết hơn nữa thì cô sẽ làm video riêng, bởi vì phần đó cũng khá dài. Còn đối với động từ có 3 âm tiết kết thúc từ 2 phụ âm trở lên thì trọng âm sẽ rơi vào âm tiết thứ 3. Now listen and repeat again.
Algebra, algebra. Chemistry, chemistry. Computing, computing. Carefully, carefully. Academic, academic. Cinema, cinema. Politics, politics. Primary, primary. Compulsory, compulsory. Physical, physical. Statistics, statistics. September, September.
Practice reading these sentences. Listen and repeat twice.
The academic school year generally commences in September. The academic school year generally commences in September. The typical school day normally finishes at 3 p.m. in England. The typical school day normally finishes at 3 p.m. in England. The national curriculum is usually set by the government. The national curriculum is usually set by the government. The GCSE stands for the General Certificate of Secondary Education. The GCSE stands for the General Certificate of Secondary Education. English, maths and science are compulsory in the national examination at certain stages of the school education system. English, maths and science are compulsory in the national examination at certain stages of the school education system.
Grammar. Grammar passive voice. You should revise knowledge about passive voice. You should watch the video Passive Voice General Knowledge. Các bạn nên xem lại cho cô những cái video sau đây. Kiến thức chung về thể bị động. Passive voice tenses and modal verbs positive. Thể bị động của các thì và động từ khuyết thiếu. Tense and modal verbs negative. Thể bị động ở dạng phủ định. Yes no question and W question. Thể bị động ở dạng nghi vấn và câu hỏi. Passive, infinitive and gerund. Động từ nguyên mẫu và động danh từ ở thể bị động. Verb, verbs of reporting. Thể bị động của động từ tường thuật. And special passive. Và thể bị động ở dạng đặc biệt. Đặc biệt chú ý cho cô là ở video thể bị động của động từ tường thuật và các dạng đặc biệt của thể bị động. Now exercise 1. Fill each blank with the simple present passive forms of the verb in practice. Now we try to work together. Now number 1. Number 1 is done already. The academic year in England is divided into 3 terms. So what about number 2? Each term is separated by a 1 week break. Now number 3. Can you? The national curriculum is set by the government and must be followed in all state schools. And number 4, can you? The national curriculum is made up of more than 10 subjects. What about number 5? The state school system is paid for by the state. And number 6. The advanced students are selected to take part in the annual International Olympic competition. Now exercise 2. Rewrite the following sentences using the past simple voice. Using the passive voice. Rewrite the following sentences using the passive voice. Now we have 10 questions. We try to work together. Number 1. Change into passive voice. Please, number 1. Can you? Now, they built this school in 1997. Chúng ta dạng này ta sẽ đưa object lên. This school. Ở đây quá khứ thành gì? Was built. Và in 1997 by them ta bỏ. Now this school was built in 1997. And number 2. They first published this dictionary in 1870. Change. This dictionary was first published in 1870. Number 3. The students in my class are going to organize a surprise party tomorrow evening. Jane. A surprise party is going to be organized by the students in my class tomorrow evening. Sorry, I changed because you use place and time. A surprise party is going to be organized in my class by the student tomorrow evening. Okay. We should put place by object and time. And number 4, they are painting the kitchen now. Jane. The kitchen is being painted now. Number 5, Shakespeare wrote Romeo and Juliet in 1605. Romeo and Juliet was written by Shakespeare in 1605. And number 6, they have translated Shakespeare's tragedies into many languages. Jane. Shakespeare's tragedies have been translated into many languages. Number 7, they have just built a new primary school in my village. A new primary school has just been built in my village. Number 8, they will speak English at the conference. English will be spoken at the conference. And number 9, Jane hasn't cleaned the floor yet. The floor hasn't been cleaned yet. Number 10, they will repaint the house soon. The house will be repainted soon. Now try to correct the answer, please. And number 3, fill the spaces of the following bases with the correct tense in passive voice of the verb in practice. We have 10 blanks. Now we try to work together. The world's first electronic computer. The world's first electronic computer was built by the University of Pennsylvania in 1946. However, computers were sold commercially for the first time in 1950s. Much programs on computers have been made since 1950. Computers are now much smaller and more powerful, and they can be bought much more cheaply. Now again, the world's first electronic computer was built by the University of Pennsylvania in 1946. However, computers were sold commercially for the first time in the 1950s. Much programs on computers has been made since 1950. Computers are now much smaller and more powerful, and they can be bought much more cheaply. Now, paragraph 2. Computers are used in many fields in business, science, medicine, and education, for example. They can be used to forecast the weather or to control robots which make cars. The computer's memory is the place where information is stored. Is stored. And calculations are done. A computer cannot think for itself. It must be told exactly what to do. A lot of difficult calculations can be done very quickly on computer. Now again, computers are used in many fields, in business, science, medicine, and education, for example. They can be used to forecast the weather or to control robots which make cars. The computer's memory is the place where information is stored and calculations are done. A computer cannot think it for itself. It must be told exactly what to do. A lot of difficult calculations can be done very quickly on computers. Thank you very much for your attention. Please like, share, and subscribe for the next lesson. Subscribe. Goodbye. See you again.